Alright, good luck, Manny.
Okay. Hello everybody. I am MrManny620, but I just kind of go by Mr. Manny. And this is going to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the Game Boy Advance. Easy difficulty. Before I begin, I just want to give a quick shout out to Keyblade Alchemist, who wanted to co-commentate this with me, but couldn't be here, so shout outs to him. Alright. I will count down from 3, and when I say go, we can start the timer. 3, 2, 1, go. So this is a basic side-scrolling beat-em-up, and how this works is there are the 4 turtles, and you have to do 4 stages for each of the turtles. And each turtle has their own real distinct setup. So Leo is pretty much the all-around turtle. He's got moderate reach. Now what you just saw there was a recoil attack. It's really useful for moving enemies out of the way and knocking them on the ground, but you do take some damage during it. These are some normal enemies. They just take 1 combo to get rid of. And those enemies you saw before in the first 3 sections were Mousers, and no matter what difficulty you're on, no matter what difficulty you're on, this is bad. No matter what difficulty you're on, they only take 1 hit. So just do the fastest one. Now, when you start dashing, you'll kind of see it when I run across the screen there. You'll do a dash attack when you're in the middle of that animation when you start attacking. However, you're going to notice that I cancel my dash before I start attacking, because dash attacks immediately put enemies on the ground, and you don't want that to happen because you can't attack enemies while they're on the ground. You want to keep them trapped in combos until they're dead. It's the same thing with recoil attacks. They automatically put your enemies on the ground, so you want to avoid actually, I'm going to do this. You want to avoid doing those sorts of attacks unless you know it'll kill them. So we're just going to finish this level here. Go save April. So some of these enemies, they don't take full combos. They take a full combo and a recoil attack. Now, what we're doing here is we're using recoil attacks to take out these Mousers. And the reason we're doing that, or the reason I'm doing that, is at the end of each stage, the level likes to end with the health decreasing and draining all the way. The level will not end completely until the health is completely gone. So you want to end a level with the least amount of health as possible without dying. Now, this is the first auto-scroller. It is the second best auto-scroller in the game. Each turtle has their respective auto-scroller, and this is the second best one because you actually have some control over how fast it is. There are 2 auto-scrollers in the game that have no control over how fast you go, and there's 1 auto-scroller that's really short, and you have full control of how fast it is. So in this, for the first minute and a half or so, you just have to aim at these Mousers and shoot them. We're going to be taking some damage near the end as well, so that we can do the health drain thing at the end of the level to progress faster. And you'll also notice that I have 3 bombs next to my health as well. It's basically using the recoil attack button. I will use that to deal extra damage to the wall that comes at the end of this level. Alright, I'm going to start taking damage from these guys now. I won't be taking as much damage as I usually do in these auto-scroller levels just for marathon safety, because dying at the end of an auto-scroller is really painful, especially on Donatello's auto-scroller, which we'll get to. Now, the neat thing about this wall is that it actually has 3 hitboxes, as you'll see, in a triangle shape. A bunch of early runners actually would just aim at one of them and just shoot constantly. That is much slower than doing it this way. And there we go. We used all 3 bombs on the wall, and yeah, that was actually a really good level. So now there's a bar underneath the health bar that I didn't use at all in the first level. And this is our charge meter. Basically, if I hold the attack button and I get into the red, I do a nice little attack. If you get it into the yellow, you do another attack. But that attack is actually very bad, and I don't want to use it because it puts enemies on the ground and it barely does any damage. That is a rarity. Ooh, I didn't make it. You can do a little movement tech to get up here without the platform moving up. So basically, so Leo's full charge attack is basically a sweep across the entire screen. Alright. So now in this little crawling section, we're going to have some more Mausers to deal with. Now, you also may notice that certain enemies, like a specific screen may have a certain set of enemies, but some enemies won't spawn until you actually deal with a certain number of enemies. Like these Mausers here, that you'll find very easy to notice. That's why setting up for one combo against a full set of enemies is not a smart idea, because then you have to wait for other enemies to spawn, and it's actually much slower and much faster to just deal with them right away if you can. This is a good use of a full charge attack here to wipe out those entire gunners there. Those gunners there can be quite a hazard, actually. And that was usually what happens there. That dude likes to attack and you end up knocking him down. And that entire line of swordsmen goes out with one charge attack as well, which is very useful. Now for these first 2 enemies, we're just going to hop back and forth between these guys. Now there's another guy that spawns on the ground, but I'm going to let him come up. That's something that's very important. You need to know what enemies to pick and choose to have come towards you, and other enemies to have other enemies that come to you. It's very important. So the first boss is the Giant Mauser, and I'm doing some donations for bosses. I will be donating $1 for every jump that the Giant Mauser does. And he can only jump when he's at low health, but he can do 3 other attacks in the meantime, and we want him to do the windmill attack. So that's good luck so far. Okay, that's good luck. Alright, that's really good luck. Alright. Oop. Alright, he did 2 jumps, that's $2. And as you see, I'm at low health, but I don't really care. Also, that green pack up there, that's health, so I didn't want to grab that during the fight, because that ending sped up because of low health. So now we're on to Raphael, and each turtle has their distinctive little set of moves here. Raphael has more hits per combo. He does less damage per single hit, and he also has a different recoil attack as well. I didn't mean to knock him down there. I meant to get him in on that first hit there. His recoil attack doesn't come out as fast as Leo's, but it is still relatively good. And you just saw right there why those flippy thugs are the worst in the game, because they just like to dodge your attacks like nonsense. So same as the Leo, these guys take 1 full combo, and you'll see that the same other guys before. Also, that is really obnoxious. However, we're not going to use a recoil attack because on these guys. What the heck is going on with these guys just wanting to not do that? We want to do 3 hits. we want to do 3 open hits and then finish a full combo with those second tier enemies here. I want to purposely move over to this side of the screen so I can spawn that second tier enemy right there. And I purposely only staggered that enemy so I could bring that enemy down without knocking it. Ooh. I completely forgot the level layout there for a second. What I'm supposed to do is do some double jump recoil and then do an aerial recoil attack so I can get some momentum and just jump straight to the building. However, I forgot and did not do that. Now here we're going to see Raph's full charge attack in action here. Just completely takes out a wave of there. However, it is not the best full charge in the game. Ooh. Didn't want to hit you. Ooh. Okay. This is one of the longest levels in the game. Yeah. Sometimes you accidentally knock down a guy by accident, and it's no big deal. Ooh. See, that's why I don't want to get in the yellow, because an enemy knocks down like that. I just cut it a little bit too close there. Ooh. That was not part of the plan. There we go. I saved that there. Those bombs are quite a nuisance. Ooh, this guy right here. Thought it'd be difficult. Alright. That was okay, Act 1. Not great, but not bad either. So now we're on to a little mini-boss here. We have Casey here. And Casey has there's a special combo we do on him, so I'm going to stay focused and explain it later. That was not the combo. Oh my god, I'm already doing this really badly. Okay, so I already forgot how to do it at the beginning of the level. Basically, what you wanted to do is use a recoil attack to have both of our attacks whiff when he gets up, and then do a full charge to knock him down. Pretty basic fight. Now here's the best auto-scroller in the game. It's about 30 seconds long, and you get to control how fast you go because it's motorcycle level. Ooh. And you don't want to lose to Casey here, because if you lose, you have to do the auto-scroller again. Okay. And I'm avoiding gas because gas is health, and I want the thing to drain. Alright, 28 seconds. That was good. Anything under 30 is good, but 28 is pretty much good. Low 28 is perfect. So now here we are on to Dragon Face. Now, you may not... Now, Casey's going to help us in this fight, and that's the last thing we want, because Casey does health damage on even these smaller guys, but he knocks them down immediately. So you want Casey to kind of do cleaning up for you, but you don't want him to really affect your guys because he gets in the way. He also does the same for Dragon Face, and Dragon Face will show up after we clear through these first 3 waves of enemies. So as you see, Casey was being a jerk there by getting rid of that. As you see, Casey is not being fun. So now when Dragon Face shows up, every time he does a drag on me, not drag, a grab, every time he grabs me, I will be donating $2. So basically, you want to lead him away from Casey, jump over him, not like that. And then when he comes over, which I don't know why he's not coming, there he is, you want to get in the right position and do a full charge, except I was not close enough, so I did not get good hit on him there. There, this should be close enough. There we go. Alright. So the beginning of that fight was pretty bad, but I kind of saved the ending there. Once again, Casey knocked him down, which you don't want to happen. Also, I didn't get a grab, so that's also really good, because when he grabs you, he does a lot of... it wastes a lot of time. So now here we are on Donatello. He doesn't know how to double jump, but he can do that with his bow staff. So that's very nice. He also has some very nice horizontal jumps, which is cool for movement in the game. That was his recoil attack that I used to break those boxes right there. And I'm going to wait for that thug to line up with that one, so I can get them in the same combo. I can't climb up the pole. Alright, Donatello also has the best full charge attack, and you'll be seeing it on every stage we get beat 'em up control over Donatello as well. Also, this is the crazy Manny poster. Hello, this is me. And hit him there. There we go. It basically just kills a full chunk of health, especially on those second tier enemies as well. That's why it is very powerful, because you can just take out a whole wave of enemies and not have to worry about them from a huge distance. And you'll see it here on this last screen on Act 1 right here. Ooh, I did it a little early. There we go. Just took out that wave, and now I'm going to wait about a second and a half, and boom, take out that wave. And we're done with Act 1 of Donnie. Now we're on to Act 2, and Act 2 starts off with a little bit of movement. Those lasers are very obnoxious. They stun you. They don't deal too much damage, but it adds up if you keep messing it up. So basically what we got to do is we got to go to each side of the level, hit the computer, and open the door. Also, the lasers will go immediately as soon as I re-enter this room. There is no way to skip that. We cannot skip that first cycle, so we just need to leave as soon as they're done. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump through the box. Don't get the health. Don't get the health. Because what we want to do is as soon as we're hitting this computer, we want to dash back, get as close to this platform as possible, and retrieve the health to go back to full. It's sometimes nice to be safe with health. I'm also going to... There's also a couple lasers later that I want to be safe with. And now we're going to witness another full charge attack. Here we go. We're going to wait a second. Ooh. Ooh. Recoil attacks can also be used to get back up. That was not optimal, but it was okay. So, okay, this laser is not skippable. This laser is not skippable, and the laser above that is skippable, but I'm going to be safe because I hate getting hit by it, and I don't want to mess up cycles. So I'm going to be safe for that. There we go. We just corner those guys, kill them. Here's another instance of full charge attack usage right there. Just obliterate those enemies, wait for that enemy to spawn so we can do one combo instead of two, hop up to the door, and enter. Finish off Act 2. Alright, here we are, entering the longest auto-scroller in the game. It is the worst in the game for the fact that it is the longest and the most boring. It is 3 minutes long. I don't know why they decided this was a good idea, and it's just missiles. I will say, though, do not check Discord during this mission, even at the beginning, because I have died on PB pace. Very good PB pace. I have died on this level. So, yeah, just a tip. Even though it may be a boring auto-scroller, do not check Discord during this, because you will die. I will explain, though, that the charge meter, although lets me charge to full here on this level, in any other beat-em-up situation, if you charge it to full, I think the turtle actually passes out. So don't do that. They're also really generous with health packs. I will, at the end of the level, take damage to speed up the ending, but that won't be until the end because I'd like to be safe. And I won't take too much damage for marathon safety as well, because no one wants to sit through a 3-minute auto-scroller. So the Act 4 boss for Donatello are 2 invisible ninjas. And you may be thinking, 2 invisible ninjas, that sounds harder than just 1 gang leader or 1 giant Mauser. Well, it's not harder, but it can be a nuisance. The thing about the invisible ninjas is that they have 1 health bar, so it does not matter what ninja you hit, because if you hit both of them, you deal double damage. And adding Donatello's full charge attack onto hitting both of them at the same time can produce some really good results. However, the problem is since they're invisible ninjas, you have to turn on the 3 computers in the room in order to make them visible and damageable. And there is a timer on that. Also, now they decide the speed of the level. There is a timer on hitting them. There's a timer on them being able to be seen. So I'm hoping I'm going to be able to get 1 cycle and only have to turn on the computers once. However, if I get a bad ninja layout, it is possible I could fail 1 cycle. If that is the case, I will be donating an extra $5. I'm just going to be really safe at the end of this auto-scroller here. So right before this auto-scroller ends, I just want to say that this was a really good game from my childhood, and I just learned it about a month ago. So before this auto-scroller ends, I just want to say, pick any game from your childhood that may be a little more obscure than people might know. And, you know, any short speed game, half an hour to an hour. I don't know, I'm a really big fan of Game Boy games from my childhood. Just take a crack at speedrunning that, because you may like it to do between you practice your big games. Alright, here we go. Act 4. Turn on this computer, and I'm going to immediately jump up so that ninja whiffs me. Alright, and as soon as these lights turn on, I'm going to do a dash attack to get him out of the way and run out of the way and do that. So now, full charge attack. And I'm going to just do some... There we go. That was really close, but that was a pretty good 1 cycle. If you miss 1 cycle, you can lose up from 15 to 30 seconds, depending on how much health the ninjas have left. And here we are on the final turtle, Michelangelo. He is the worst turtle in the game for several reasons. One, he has the shortest combo range. His single hits do the least amount of damage. And worst of all, he has this really weird thing when you... He has this weird movement thing when you turn him around. You'll see it like right here, like that. Also, I didn't mean to dash attack there, but I was really showing off something there. I was really showing off how bad he is. That happens when you turn him around while in a dash. So you're going to see me being a little bit more cautious with me stopping. We also do a lot of neat staggering in this level as well. To make sure that enemies don't get in the way. Also, this level is pretty long. Really? Okay. That ninja spawn did not go as well as I thought it would. Like right here, I'm going to hit that guy so he doesn't have time to attack me while that guy comes up. I'm going to come down for this guy. Now I'm going to dash attack into those boxes, do a recoil attack to fit through the other one. Now Mikey can also wall jump. It's not really important. In fact, I don't think it's important at all. They just gave him something to do with movement. Okay. Alright, we're entering the final screen of this level. And that was not very great, but that is quite okay. We just want to make sure that guy doesn't attack. Now these laser guys, on a screen full of other enemies, they can actually be quite intimidating, but when they're on their own on pillars, there's not really much to them. It's kind of a wasted opportunity, if you ask me. You could have done something much more with them there. Now, there's going to be a lot of ninjas that spawn here, and I may knock a ninja down without it killing it, and that'll be okay because these ninjas kind of line up with one another, and basically doing enough damage to them will basically finish it off regardless. So basically the goal is to not get hit and get comboed, so we just kind of like to finish them off there. Alright, now here we are on the final auto-scroller. So that number at the top is a crystal counter, and as you can see there are 100 crystals. In order to beat the level, you must have 70 by the end of it. So the first part of this level for me is just going to be getting 70 crystals, and then once I hit 70, I'm going to be taking damage. So the end of the level can be sped up when the health drains. Also, when you're at full health, the health pack gives you score. Not important, but still nice to know. You can also jump instead of move out of the way. Also, look at Mikey do some spin tricks there. Woo! Woo! Alright. I took some unintentional damage there, but that is okay, because it'll add up in the end anyway. Once again, I will be staying safe, though, for marathon purposes, so I won't be taking too much damage. And also, since I have 70 crystals, there is no more reason to collect them. Alright, I will now try not to be hit. I will just try to be safe now. Ooh. That's why I don't like jumping, because then you can't see what's ahead of you. Since this is easy difficulty, a lot of things are dumbed down, especially damage. You do not take that much damage in easy mode, so it's relatively nice. Alright, 2 more stages left. This stage is very obnoxious, but there's a lot of cool movement. And now they added in monsters that take 2 full combos to kill. If you dash at them right before they enter, you can still deal some early damage to them. And if you do damage fast enough, they won't have time to attack at all. So this is a lot. So this level is a lot of health management. You want to make sure you have enough health to do damage boosting if you can on the pillars, but you want to make sure that you don't lose too much of it, or you might die. I've had many close calls on this level before. Also, you basically just wall jump to the one that doesn't have the lava pillar. Also, if this health pack wasn't there, we'd probably be more careful, but it's much more generous, and we can do stuff like this. Also, that recoil attack does a lot of damage, so it can kind of speed up these enemies a little bit. Ooh, got a little bad dash there. I'll wait for that to pass. Recoil. Ooh. Yeah. So that was a little scary there at the end, but it ended up being okay. And here we are on the final stage. What boss could it possibly be? Well, I'll tell you exactly what it is. It's basically 6 monsters. And wow, I actually got hit. I'm doing a $1 per damage because $1 per hit I take, because usually I'm not supposed to get hit in this level. But that was 1 hit, so $1 right there. Also, I'm moving to the other side of the room before these ninjas spawn, because the other monster spawns on this end, and if you run from the other side, they have time to attack. Also, ooh, nice, I cut him off. That was great. And now it's just a rush to the finish here, killing these monsters. Alright, and time is when his health runs out. Right. Time. And there we go. And that's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the Game Boy Advance. I want to see what time I got, because my PB is a 29:03. I don't think I was very close. It was very close. I don't think I beat it though. No, I was off by a couple seconds. 29:07:08. That was really good. That was a really good run for me. My PB's a 29:03. So for doing commentary during that was great. Thanks for watching, guys.
Hey guys, Violin Gamer is back. We have 3 more donations. So we have a $3 donation from KaiBlade13.